David was not privileged to be a part of the congregation of Moses because he was a bastard. According to most theologians that we agree with, and the testimonies about himself in the book of Psalms, he said, if my father and my mother forsake me, the Lord will take me up. In Psalm 68, he said, I'm a stranger to my brothers, because he was ostracized from the community of men. Who put all the older sons at home and sends the last born outside, if not for the fact that shame surrounded the origin of his birth. No wonder it was not in the light of the new creation that he said, in iniquity did my mother conceive me. In the real type, he was saying that I'm a product of illegitimate relationship. Normally, if the prophet shows up in your house for a parlor worship, you have to bring every member of your family. But Jesse, not by happenstance, not by mistake, left the one that was not qualified outside. And every proof to stop him from being a part of it was not accepted by God, because before the prophet came to the house of Jesse, the one who called for the meeting already had an encounter with David. He met him in the place of oblivion, found him in the wilderness. He met him in the desert, in the dry land, found him among the sheep. Because somewhere from the depth of the heart of David, his heart began to cry. He never knew it was possible, but realizations. And the book of Psalms, I had a conversation with a prophet that I met on my way to Abuja, and we were talking about David, and I said to him that it behoves me, it amazes me to understand. I've studied prophets, major prophets and minor prophets, and I said that the understanding and the perception of David about Jesus is different from every other prophet. I want you to look at it carefully. Most of the other prophets who spoke about Jesus described him only from the perspective of what they were told and what they saw. But none of them had the encounter with Jesus ahead of time like David did. He was the one who said in Psalm 2, oh, I've set my king upon the holy hill of Zion. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry. He wrote in Psalm 45, my heart is inditing a good matter. I speak as touching the king. There were 7 utterances of Jesus on the cross of Calvary. David presented 5 of them, even almost 7 of them. How can a man who lived 1,000 years and more above the Messiah, who operated under a Mosaic confederation, be the one to give the lines to the Savior to come? My God, why hast thou forsaken me, was said and prefigured by David. They tore his clothes was preceded by David. Psalm 41 verse 9, Judas, the one that I trusted, lifted his heel against me, was said by David. Ever 5 out of into your hands I commit my spirit, that Jesus said. How powerful could David have been? He must have been at the well with Jesus. He must have had an encounter with him. And when God found him, he got sick of Moses' tabernacle. He said, I can't be kept here anymore. Sometimes you can find a love relationship with someone and you will tell yourself, if it can't come to where I am, I will come to where you are. The relationship that David had developed with God was so real that in their conversations he has said to him, you know, I can't be where you are because Moses won't let me. And God says, if Muhammad won't go to the mountain's gonna move. I can't be kept, I can't be restricted, because God is a God of relationship. No wonder when David found him, he said, as for me, in Psalm 17 verse 15, I will behold your face in righteousness, and I will only be satisfied